Hello, and welcome to another Train Sim World 6 video. The last Train Sim World 6 video of 2025. As today, I believe, is December 30th. It should be December 30th today. It is! Well, that's what it says on my calendar. But anyway, it would help if I actually had my notes up. So we did East Coast Way for Christmas Day, as you remember. So now we're going to the East Coast Main Line. Here we are. Testing the limits. Experience the thrills of high speed as you perform a series of tests with the Class 801 Azuma. So, grab your ticket, get in line, and let's get on with it, shall we? Oh. Okay then. Like that is it. Good morning, driver. No, yes, yeah. Where's that patch now? Sorry, I'm looking at the patch. Because they've managed. Well, they say they've improved the Class 150. But I have yet to believe their bollocks ass. Where the fuck is that dorsey fucker? Oh, this is stupid. News. Patch notes. Oh, I don't see it on here. Oh, fucking. Right, talk to this person. Hello? Right, whatever. Bye. Which one do we have? Is it? Oh, we have 104 today. 801, 20. Should be 204. But obviously, Dovetail have the intelligence of a brick. So we'll have to make do with that. I'll do it in the next one. Right, so we need to obviously, well, before we do anything, we've got to put the safety systems on. Normal. Nice. Yeah, I'm a bit unwell. There we go. Just double
TPWS
check.
and AWS operational.
Nice. Alright, put it into neutral. Alright.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Dimmed. Alright. As part of the performance and speed test, you will incrementally increase in speed and attempting to reach its top speed of 125 miles an hour. Can you speak English? Right, we're moving. Now you might have heard the doors lock, so the doors don't lock until you reach about 25. So that's wrong. So they should be locking now about... Now. That's when the doors actually lock. We're speeding. No big surprise. So, go reach 60. I need a thumbnail. Thumbnail acquired. Alright, full power, let's go. Driven 80 miles in an 801 LNER Azuma. Yeah, so these were introduced 2019? About 2019. Bloody hell, 5:05 in the morning. Christ. At least you get to drive trains. I don't know, the 801s are only found on the East Coast main line. As far as I'm aware, there's the 5-coach variant, which is what we're on, a Type 1, and there is a Type 2, which is the 9-coach variant. They basically just run between London, King's Cross to Edinburgh. No, we can't go to fucking 125 miles an hour. Stop playing the music! Okay, no, there's green light now. We're following a fucking train. Shut the this music. This music bad. Mate, we can't go to 125. Turn this shit music off. I'm sorry about the music, guys. Fucking headset off, 'cause I can't fucking stand the music. Oh, so miserable? I'm not miserable. I just don't think it's necessary to have it to make this over dramatic. You know, all you're doing is going 125, but we can't go 125 because we're following a fucking train, and we can't exceed the. We have to acknowledge the yellow signal. So, yeah. Oh, there's 2 greens now. Okay, now we can go to... Now we can try and break the 125 barrier. Right. Yeah, but this won't be difficult. It's a modern train. You can do 125. That's its top speed. God, this music. Oh, now we've got the all clear. Oh, okay then. Has the music stopped yet? I don't know. No, it hasn't, but it's died down a bit. Right. 122. 123. 124. No some mail. No some mail. 125. The target has been reached and the train is showing no signs of any faults or mechanical issues. Yet. Yet. So I have been on the Class 801 several times. They're not bad trains. They just suffer from being modern, which is not a criminal offence. It's just, you know, something to get used to. You know, they've had to fill in the shoes of the HSTs and the Intercity 225s, which are adored by so many train enthusiasts over the years. So yeah, they have big shoes to fill in some ways. But no, I think they're alright. They're clean, they're modern. They can accelerate, I tell you, these trains. I've never had anything like it. Even in diesel mode, they can pull away from a platform, especially with GWR. So the 801s were originally going to be with the Great Western as well, the Great Western Main Line, but they decided to convert. Yeah, they decided to convert them into 800-3s instead. So the 800-3s that you see with Great Western Railway were originally meant to be Class 801s. But, no, they decided instead to make them 800s. Oh shit. It's alright. I don't think trains run at this time of day on the East Coast. Well, it is a main line, so you would expect it. Right, so 125 all the way to, what's it called? Grantham. Very nice, isn't it? The morning haze, the sun trying to get through, the shadow quality. It's alright, this. I'm praising a dovetail route. Now that is something you don't hear every day. They've definitely improved the lighting. However, it is not enough to save the overall game experience. Especially for my wrath. Yeah, sorry about the the coughs and the groaning and the stuff, because I have caught something. Yeah, I should be at work today, but I'm not, because I'm not well. But yeah, chaos never rests on this channel, so we keep on going regardless of my condition, unless if I'm in hospital, which I've never really been to hospital, except for the dental hospital at one point, where they had to pull 3 of my teeth out at once. Woo! This was 2007. This was. You know, been to the minor injury unit. But apart from, anyway, enough about my medical issues. Is there anything we should be train related? Yes, the Dockland Light Railway's new rolling stock. Okay, the 555, I think they are. The new Dockland Light Railway trains. They have all been withdrawn from service. Okay, so this is. This was back in November when I'm recording this, the 15th. But yeah, basically the Dockland Light Railway trains, the new trains, have all been taken out of service because of brake issues. Lol. So yeah. Oh well, eh. Where the fuck is this patch? Oh no, it's here. Right, where's 150? Where's the 150? Where's 150? Ah! Yes! Now I have something to talk about. Okay, so, November 13th, so 2 days ago, Dovetail released a patch to fix several audios and several things in the game. They are currently working on the Birmingham to Crewe West Coast main line, because basically what they did was All Aboard Studios gave them their finished product, okay, and Dovetail put the wrong version in, which means all the textures and stuff are missing on the Stafford to Crewe section because they're idiots. But in other news, what I found most interesting was the amount of work, the amount of audio improvements they have done for my favourite train in the game, the 150 Sprinter from British Rail, because Sprinters are my favourite type of train since my first ever train ride back in the year 2000. Basically, okay? So, just for context. So, for the Class 150, they have added new sounds, including engine running audio, brake and joint audio, horn and buzzer audio, door and panel audio improvements, and new sounds of various cab audio interactions. See below for the full list of changes, which we shall have a look at. I should be fucking doing this separately, but I'm not because I'm an idiot. Updated volume, so it now changes based on occlusion and camera proximity. Updated AWS and DSD alarms with new volume levels. Updated alarm behaviour, so it now varies based on reverse position and driver's seat status. Updated brake squeal sounds for AI 150. Yeah, it's still gonna sound terrible. I have every confidence. Fix an issue causing the vigilance warning to not trigger correctly when stationary. That was funny to see that on YouTube. Fix an issue causing engine RPM to brake when moving off at slower speeds. Jesus, what have they done to that? What have they done to the 150s? Fixed an issue causing incorrect loop sounds to trigger when using TPWS and AWS isolation switch. Fixed an issue causing incorrect reverser logic for AI trains exiting portals. And you thought this was over, but no. Now we move on to the engine and running audio. And we're speeding. So, for engine and running audio, added internal engine startup and shutdown sounds, added pitch modulation and not specific loops idle to not 7. Oh, they fixed they fixed that, have they? Oh, they fixed it, have they? Fucking, I'd like to hear this. Bollocks to you. Internal engine sounds now loop continuously while driving. Yeah, I hear that, believe when I hear it. Running sounds now vary by speed 10 to 70 miles an hour and fade in smoothly. What do you mean running sounds vary by speed? They should vary at all. What about 75? It's 75 it goes through, you pillock. Honestly, this game. Here we are. Grantham. Passing through Grantham. Hang on a minute. Are we? Hang on, is it? Oh, see, for a moment there, I thought we were going from Doncaster to Peterborough. Oh God, I thought I was going mad. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so, continuing with engine and running audio. Updated external engine startup, idle and shutdown sounds. No comment. Adjusted internal and external running sound volumes. Then we move on to the brake and joint audio. They pretty much had to do they basically had to take the 150 off and do everything again. they basically listened to my criticism. Because you can't fucking do it properly. Added new external joint sounds for junction traversal. Added occlusion. What the fuck does that word mean? Occlusion. Anyway. Added occlusion and EQ filtering for joint sounds with windows open and closed. Oh, come on! Implemented new brake rub, brake block and brake squeal sounds. Brake sounds now vary by view, internal / external and bogie proximity. So how close you are to the bogies. The wheels, basically. Joint sounds now loop and vary by speed, slow, medium and fast. Well, obviously. Duh! Fucking idiots. Horn and buzzer audio. We now move on to now. Added new horn sounds for both internal and external views. Now, the horn on a 150 is quite loud and it reverbs throughout the carriage. So you will hear it. They better... They won't fucking get that right, I tell you. Improved transition timing between horn start, loop and end phases. Yeah, of course you have. Adjusted volume for high and low horn variants. Adjusted the volume. Do they know what a 150 horn sounds like? They've obviously not. Updated guard buzzer loop and end files for smoother transitions. Okay. And now we move on to doors and panels. New audio sources added. It's a long list. So passenger doors, internal, external, driver door, guard panel door, gangway doors, crew. They've fucking done everything. Door key switch, crew door, door release, close and signal buttons. Oi. Now listen. Now you fucking listen to me, Dovetail. Rivet. Now I know you don't watch these, which is probably the best because you would just be basically hostilities on this channel. But the thing you have to understand is that the doors on the Class 150s do not open after the 5 fucking beeps. They always open after the first, or actually before the fucking 5 beeps. Beep, 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 beep. They don't open afterwards, they open before or in between. And then when it comes to closing the doors, yeah, then they do close after the beep. But some don't. It's random. It depends on which 150 it is. They're all different. They all have their unique quirks about them. You know? Guard panel dial turns and door alarms now sync correctly with animations. Does it? Does it now? I fucking believe it when I see it. And hear it even. Bollocks. And finally, for the 150 audio improvements, the cab interactions. New audio sources have been added to the following: master key insert, turn and remove, cab window open/close, with clonk timing, apparently. I doubt it. Seat fold up/down. Blinds movement. Brake handle movement. Wiper speeds, both slow and fast. Heater transitions, low and high. And the GSMR speaker pop, now 2D / non-spatialized. So that's all of the improvements for the superior 150 sprinters that live in the 150 world of Train Sim World 6. If that made any sense, which it doesn't make sense because I never make sense. But yeah. So they have actually done a lot of 150 audio improvements, which is good because they've listened to me. They have listened to me, and not only me, but many other enthusiasts who are fond of sprinters, like me. So it's fine. It's good to finally have our voices heard, and for Dovetail to actually get off their fucking ass and do something about it. And not have that fat fuck with the pink fucking cat ears as headsets sit there, talk rubbish, live stream with that fucking smirk on his face, saying, "Oh, nothing's wrong with the game," and then basically blaming us for it. And, blaming the fan base. Which is not really professional, if you think about it. We are now coming up to a red signal, as you can see. We just need to keep an eye on our speed. Which we are doing very nicely. Oh. So it looks like we've been routed into platform 3 by the looks of it, judging by the signal. And not because I'm looking at the stop at location. It's platform 3. Ay. Morning. Oh, potential thumbnail. Never mind that. To get started, apply some power.
TPWS and AWS operational.
What are we doing? Mate, it's off. Fucking game. We've got to change ends now. Hang on. Have we taken the master key out? Okay, we have. Okay. Let's go. I'm just checking everything that works, you know. Watch it depart now. Why is that train not going? Oh, I know why. Hang on a minute. It's such a faff. It's such a faff, this. Oh, fucking hell. Right, hang on, we're getting there.
AWS and AWS operational.
Yes, very good, very good. Engine. Oh yeah, the 801s do have some diesels. They do have engines on board, but they are mostly in emergency use only. For this set of tests, you will be repeating the incremental speed and braking tests, as well as testing the emergency brake. Hooray! The door's locked too early there. They shouldn't be locking there. They should be locking. They normally lock at 25. About nowish. But this is Dovetail we're talking about here, so they can't do anything right these days. Put the blind down a bit so that we can actually not be blinded by the sun, you know. What else is there to talk about? Yes, I have really good. I have the best news ever. So there is a certain type of train that I absolutely hate. And I mean, I hate with a passion. Right. So, I'm not the only one to have a hatred for, you know, a certain type of train, or, you know, I'm not the only one. We all have our favourites, and, you know, there are trains that we love, and there are trains that we hate. But the Class 172s are, without question, the trains I hate with a very serious passion. Where the hell's my thing? Where's the fucking thing gone? Oh, no, there it is. Alright, there we go. So I was promoting, I was just sharing my latest Star Trek Online video, Secret Orders, onto the Discord. But no, as I was saying, yeah, the Class 172 Turbo Stars is a train that I hate with a passion. Because of the trains they replaced. And also, they're just not very good trains. In general, the quality of their build quality, the ride is appalling. They replaced the Class 150s and 153s in where I used to live on the Snow Hill lines, which runs between Worcester and Birmingham, as well as from Birmingham to Stratford-upon-Avon, Leamington Spa. Yeah. So, yeah, they replaced so many. 33 of the 36 150s replaced, including my beloved wife. Including my beloved. Right, emergency brake. Right, I just fucking pressed it, alright? Yeah, so 33 of the 36 150s with London Midland were replaced by 172s. Yeah, so that was terrible. They replaced the 153s eventually, as of 2020. With the last of the 172s from Chiltern Railways, the 4 units replacing the last of the 153 Super Sprinters. I pressed that fucking button. Nice job. The train has successfully recovered and you can now proceed on to the next station. Thank you. So yeah, that's mostly why the 172s have been my hated. And the good news is that one of them has hit a tree. 172334 has collided with a tree and had to terminate a breakdown. Now, the driver and the passengers are okay. No injuries, no fatalities. Everyone is okay. Both on the train, station, surrounding area. Everyone's fine. But the cab end of 172334 isn't. Which means, scrap it. Send it to the fucking scrapyard and show its place. Karma. They're made out of plastic. Honestly, if a 150 hit the fucking tree, the tree would bounce off it. Or the Sprinter would run it over, because it was built in Yorkshire. I tell you no, if that tree hit that Sprinter, right? If that tree over there hit that Sprinter over there, that tree was gonna be buggered. Aye. Yorkshire would say something along those lines. Hey, you see that tree? It was bouncing on your Sprinter earlier. What are you gonna do? You can't do nothing. But yeah, welcome to the inside of my head. Wow. Not inside, but you get to have a little glimpse of the horrors and the terrors that lie in my thoughts. But that's not important right now. What is important is that we are 5.5 miles from Grantham, and that we need to we have to keep an eye out for the 150-mile-an-hour speed limit, which is very nice. See, for some stupid reason, I always thought that Newark Northgate was before Grantham, but it isn't. It's north of Grantham, you fuck. Oh, excuse me. I should be in bed. I was in bed. I'll have to go back to bed after this. Oh well. I'm drinking a lot of water, so that'll keep me going. So yeah, 172 down. We've talked about the Sprinter, the 150 audio improvements for Train Sim World 6. We have also talked about the Dockland Light Railway trains being taken out of service due to brake issues. Oh, so this would have already happened last week, but the Class 455 farewell tour is going ahead on December. Well, it was on December 21st, so it was last Sunday. Well, the Sunday prior to the 28th, obviously. No. But, yeah, so it's South Western Railway. Now, the reason why I went to this one is because a few years ago... Oh, for fuck's sake. Because a few years ago...
TPWS and AWS.
I did a thing. I pressed the fucking reverse. I clicked the fucking W key and the reverser went. Because I'm stupid. Stupid! But in other news, yeah, so I missed. So the Southern train operator, Southern, did a farewell tour for their Class 455s, which I couldn't go to because of work. But this time, I'm going to their final farewell tour with South Western Railway to make up for it, which is good. So, yeah, that would be fun. I'm sure it was fun, because I'm going with a few of my friends that you might know on YouTube. If not, it's fine. And no. What else is going on? There's something about the December timetable change that's bugging me. I'm trying to remember what it is. Because I think I said in the last episode, stop messing with the reverser, you pillar. I didn't say that. But what I did say was that the Class 43 HSTs were retiring from after the December timetable change. What else? What else? I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But now, just make your way to Peterborough now, and then that's it. Not really much to say after that, really, you know. It's been a productive run. Something to have on in the background. You know. There's a lot to look forward to next year. I have several train plans written down somewhere for my main channel, and yeah, hopefully it will all go to fruition. Do some finish off the Welsh sprinters, Cornwall, Scotland, go to the north to get all of the sprinters that I don't yet have, because there's a lot of sprinters up north. Southwestern Railway, East Midlands. Now East Midlands is tricky because they have a lot of turbo stars, and it's knowing what diagrams the sprinters do, which I don't, which is strange. But I'll be fine. Scotland is a vast area, so that's going to be fun to do. There is also Venture 100. So if you don't know, I do these train ventures. So it started in 2021 as Tico Ventures, but they are now known as Train Ventures. So the idea behind the ventures is to basically go to every single station in the country. But I do them in venture like vlogs that are ventures, and the idea is that I look at a line and the stations on that line, talk about the history of the stations, who manages the station, how many platforms, its head code. But I do this for the trams and the metro, except that their format is a bit different. But no, it's good fun, expensive, but it's good. But one of the plans next year is what to do for the 100th episode of my train ventures. Because as of December 28th, I'm currently on the set. I've done 77. So there's a bit to go yet before number 100, but it's what to do. It's coming quickly. It's fast approaching, so I need to... I've got some ideas down for sprinter operated routes, so like Central Carlisle, anything in Scotland like West Highland, Far North, Kylan O'Couch, West Heart of Wales, the Tyne Valley, Carlisle to Newcastle, that is. There's loads. There's loads. The original idea for Venture 100 was to go back to the Snow Hill lines and redo the Snow Hill network. But then I realised that involves Class 172s, which I fucking hate. So, no. But then a thought occurred to me. I have a I'm going potentially abroad next year with some friends. So the Venture 100 may be abroad somewhere. Maybe in Europe or in Ireland, or we'll just have to wait and see. I have yet to as of November 15th, we have yet to actually have a very deep discussion about it. But yes. They do watch this channel, so they know exactly what I'm on about. Anyway, we are now 13 miles from Peterborough. Very bumpy ride. This is like being on a pacer almost. Yeah, I said it. Oh, it says flashing green signals again. See, I've never really understood the purpose of a flashing green signal, because they're only found on this East Coast main line. You know? They're not found anywhere else. Right, so we'll be 10 miles soon. We're 11 now. Oh, something for next year. There may be a new game coming to the channel. Now, you may have seen a couple of trailers. One in October, one in November. Of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which I've got for Christmas, and the first video should be out. So it should be playing on Fridays. So the first Friday of what's it called? January, which is the 2nd of January, you will have a new game, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which I do like. I played the demo version, which I found enjoyable, and I hope you enjoy it as well. But apart from that, it's Train Sim World 6 and Star Trek Online. I don't know when Assetto Corsa Competizione or Halo Infinite will return to the channel, I haven't forgotten about them. I've not. They've just been shelved for now. Basically, I was having a lot of computer issues because I had all of these games, Train Sim World, Halo Infinite, Assetto Corsa, all installed together, and yeah, my storage space couldn't take it anymore, so it kept crashing and not loading up the games properly. So as a sacrifice, I've had to sacrifice Halo Infinite and Assetto Corsa until we get round to them again. When will that be? I have no idea. Oh, there's the line from that's the line from Melton Mowbray and Leicester. And that really long level crossing. There's another one there. Under 5 miles from Peterborough, where we will end the video. Very quiet this morning. Surprised we haven't seen more trains. No freight. No open access operators, because they do quite early services. You know, so. But it's just Train Sim World. Here's Warrington Junction. Warrington Fly Under. You are now nearing Peterborough, so begin reducing your speed and start applying some brake force. Yeah, I know. This game intentionally treats you like a retard. I swear it. Yep. Slowing down nicely. Maybe a bit too much. There we go. Peterborough. Back where we started. Yay! Oh, I was going to turn the fucking thing off. Well, we got a platinum, so that's good. So, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you have actually made it to the end of the video. Click the notification bell as well. Helps the channel. And we'll see you in the next one, which is Edinburgh, Glasgow. So we're going back to Scotland. Aye, we're going back to the Highlands. Get some Scottish content done. Get some haggis. Get some iron brew. Get the Scotch out and get some cause some chaos. Singing with the bagpipes now.